Hello everyone, my name is Michael Young and this is Hand of Fate, and this is actually a Hand of Fate stream, which is something I have not done before, so I'm kind of just experimenting with it to see if I can understand how this works. I don't know if this is working at the moment, because nobody's in the room of course, I just started the stream. Maybe someone will drift by, I don't know, but yeah, right now I'm just talking to an empty room. But that's okay. That's what I do all the time. Anyway, Hand of Fate, a great game that came out back in 2015. That's a few years ago, and I played it when it first came out. But like I often do, I don't know. It opened up a little bit, and then I moved on to a different game. Anyway, there's a sequel coming out soonest, so I want to try to get this one done before the sequel comes out. Let's just dive in.
One more for the game. Come, sit. You have passed the 13 gates. And you come to my table to play the game of life and death. Your stake is wagered. I refuse none who come here. Yet, I say, turn back.
I'm always a sucker for a game with good narration.
Back so soon? I knew you would not falter.
So this is basically a card game, but with Batman combat. The Jack...
Here is the first member of my court, the Jack of Dust. 12 in all must fall before you may challenge me.
Jack of Dust. The bandit leader is stronger and faster than most bandits encountered. He can become enraged, making powerful, unblockable attacks. He also inspires his followers to steal gold on each hit. Okay.
Let the cards fall where they may. We begin.
Okay, so the game just kind of jumps right into a session without explaining how it works, which is great. I love when games do that, instead of putting it through an obnoxious long tutorial. But just so I can explain a little bit, you have 3 resources: gold, food, and health. You lose food as you move around. You gain gold and spend it on things. You lose health as you take damage. You have an inventory.
You always review your cards here,
which has gear. All your gear is cards. Everything is cards. We have a rusty axe and a light armor. Let's go ahead and just start moving. The Maiden.
Fair Merith. I'm not surprised to find that this encounter remains vivid in your memories.
One day, in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. I am Merith of the Forest Folk. My people have long helped the mortals of this realm. What boon would you ask of me? I think we probably should go for gold. Why not? It is unlike an adventure to beg for coin, but very well, if that is your wish. 3 gold gain cards, 15.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
The elders of our kind often say that we must retread paths we once took in order to gain an advantage on the present. Twisted Canyon.
That first moment, that glinting weapon, the call to action, to adventure. Truly, there is nothing like it.
You see a weapon glinting in the sunlight, lying next to a skeleton at the bottom of the canyon. Well, we're gonna get it. Okay, 1 chance in 4 of success. I'm sorry, 3 chances in 4 of success.
Choose from these options.
Retrieve the weapon from the ancient corpse. Draw an equipment. Another axe. I think that's a better axe. Yeah, we have a rusty axe. So this is
A
an improvement.
moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
Mr. Lionel.
I was never a fan of illusion or here I'll make an exception.
Whilst enjoying your evening meal at the local tavern, a strange old man takes the seat next to yours. He taps your shoulder quite painfully with his wooden staff to get your attention, and you notice that he appears to be a goblin, poorly disguised as a human. His wizened face grins at you with a hint of madness. My name is Mr. Lionel. If you give me what I need, boy, I will conjure up your heart's desire with this wizarding wand of my own creation. I don't know what the rewards are. I have money though, so I have some gold. Occasionally losing his place and moving different coins around randomly, he attempts to count the gold you place in front of him. This carries on for a while before he quite calmly and deliberately swallows each of the coins one by one. Now let's see what I have for you. There you go, old bean. You got a shield. He smiles a warm grin that reveals all his chipped and yellowed teeth. Your face reminds me of my son. I haven't met you before, have I? We get a shield. No, I missed something. Can I go back to it? No, I can't. Weapons with this tray allow the hero to counter their foes' attacks. Look for the green attack indicators above foes and counter.
You can now reflect your opponent's ranged attacks using your shield. Make good use of this skill if you wish to survive. Down once more, seeking the heart of it all. You're on the final floor of our simple map. Your opponent waits here for you. Find him.
All right.
If you defeat me, well, it is early to be talking about victories and losses. Let us see what you're made of.
The text, the subtitles aren't really very well in line with the game. That's okay. Dead Man's Gorge.
I'm sure it's not called Dead Man's Gorge without reason.
While crossing the ancient rope bridges of Dead Man's Gorge, you hear sounds of movement from below. It's an ambush. Dust is humans, I believe.
You can now counter your opponent's attacks. Hit the counter button when you see the flashing indicator.
Okay. Easy enough. It's still early in the game though, so it should be easy. One equipment. Damocles.
A classical approach to dealing with crowds.
Right bumper to throw knives in 8 cardinal directions. Alright.
Artifacts provide powerful special abilities to use in combat, but it takes time to ready them.
Okay, I don't know where he is. He's probably right there, so we should go back and forth. A winding trail.
An ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
Suddenly a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. One monster card. Attack them for threatening me. I didn't see what the other option is. I was jumping past it. Oh well. It was probably like run away, but I'm not gonna run away. That's Damocles. Wow, it does a lot of damage. It only has limited charges. 3 gain cards. A shield I already have.
I cannot expect you to get by without some protection.
1 food I don't need. 3 food I don't need either. I'm betting he's here, so let's go to the other one first. I'm wrong. He was right there. Oh
You
well.
have reached my first champion. A good man, driven to madness by a war that took all from him. Wife and child, kith and kin. From such dark and brittle iron I forge my tools. Now we see your metal. This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Quite a few tokens. Four of dust and the Jack himself. Let's see if we can just run to the middle of them
Some
and damn it,
enemy
please.
attacks cannot be blocked or countered. Get out of the way or stop them with your own counterattack.
I was trying to damn it, please. So bright.
Down into the worms with him. Perhaps there is peace for him in the grave, poor soul. One champion has been sent to the cabinet. Yet we are only at the start of our road. You will face 11 more opponents who will test your strength, your memories, and your resolve. Few fall at the first hurdle. None reach the last. We have wagered, and you have won. You may claim your rewards, yet I will also claim mine.
Okay.
As you improve, so do I. Balance must be retained.
I love the style of this game. As a reward for beating Jack, we get a bunch of new cards. The Jack of Skulls, a bunch of new event cards. So many pieces of armor. And the new challenge, Bandit Attack.
Shall we deal again?
Okay.
The game begins. One lives and one dies. Let us see what you are made of.
Haven't unlocked Endless Mode yet. Must defeat the Jack of Plague.
Now you understand the basics, we can begin in earnest. Your hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
Okay, so the next quest is to go for the Jack of Skulls.
Time for you to face my undead army.
We'll go into
Meet the Jack of Skulls.
We'll go into the deck builder. And we'll start at the recommended, but then we're going to go in and mess with it. So the idea of this game is as you complete encounters, you unlock new cards. And then you choose cards to build a deck. And that deck is then the next dungeon you fight. So, welcome to the wild card update. Adds different fates. DLC or update or something. Well, we're gonna definitely start on hard mode, no question. A more challenging game experience requiring skill, luck, and determination to survive. Faster combat, stronger enemies, stronger counterattacks, and bandits have throwing weapons. But there's new things I can get from the deck.
You want to play on hard mode? Done.
Okay. Different weapons. So, what do I not have in? Just shields and swords. So a sword is 23 damage. An axe is 25. Well, why would I use a sword then? Maybe they have different movesets. Anyway, nothing really to look at there. But in terms of the events, encounters. Let's see. So instead of ambush, let's take that out and put Dead Man's Scourge in. I think. What was Dead Man's Scourge? I forget about it. They're both ambush. So this gives you... It could give you equipment up, whereas ambush... Well, I guess it can do all that too. Anyway, that's a fine deck to begin. Let's try this.
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run. I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spice. You play for life and death. Prepare yourself.
And yeah, there's already in the off to the right in that little dish there's already a bunch of tokens I've gained just from I think free DLC that the game released. So it'll just appear automatically when I complete a run.
I'm starting to wonder if you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
Sounds good to me. We already, excuse me. We already talked to this guy. Last time we gave him gold. We do have enough gold. Let's give him food. Or actually, we don't have that much food. What do you want, man? The goblin immediately begins to wander around your person, prodding and poking your weapons and apparel before making a sudden grab at something. He took my hat. Okay. He then sits considering you for a while before slapping the table with his hand. I know what you need. He gives me some food. Okay.
One of my cards. A small benefit. I will not be so graceful for long.
River.
Running water protects against many things in myth. Generally, though, it's just a pain to get past.
Well, we'll try to get past. There's no way to go back, so. Huge success chance, but also failure. I think we better just go for the success rather than risk the failure. Your light armor makes the crossing relatively easy. You reach the other side cold and wet, but unharmed. We should have gone for the chance. We didn't get the token. Captain of the Guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
There's a token at stake, so you hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forwards, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. Stranger, he calls out as he throws his weapon to you. Here, take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. I have a mace, which does holy damage.
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
Holy does increased damage to undead. They will sustain more damage and may not be resurrected around such holy relics. Well, totally equip that.
Really? Is that what you're going to do?
Oh, we already have a shield. That's why Lionel wouldn't give us one. Good work putting them to rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back at Kader. We've been hearing reports of the undead in our kingdom recently, and I came to investigate. He stops to look around at all the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new horror must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. I must head back to the capital and report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There is something more powerful at work than just these skeletons.
The token is yours. Well done.
The way down?
Head downwards, if you dare. Many have reached this far. Further, in fact. I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
Narrator is so encouraging. Warlord.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
Rumors of a temple to a long-forgotten god lure you to a desolate wasteland. You complete the necessary blood ritual in order to gain the attention of the deity. Its presence fills your mind, bringing you to your knees. What do you seek, mortal? A thunderous voice in your mind demands. Power, you respond, with what determination you can muster in the face of such a being. Power to crush my enemies. Many a mortal has begged for my favor, the entity responds. I will tell you where power may be found, but you must recover it yourself. Hidden in the valley of the hill giants, there is a cave. Inside that cave lies what you seek. Suddenly it withdraws to its own realm, leaving you breathless and alone. The card's token is yours. So, presumably, that token will unlock other cards, which will, that will be where the cave in the valley is. So, is it to the right, or is it down, or... I don't know. Well, let's look around. Twisted Canyon.
It lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin.
Well,
I've worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
We already have a weapon. We got a good mace. So I'm kind of inclined just to walk away.
Every step you take consumes food, but you will also heal as you proceed.
I think we're good. We don't really have a lot of money. And we don't really need anything except for food. Let's just keep going. There's the way down.
Deeper towards our foe.
I probably should have bought food. Oh well.
Good. Now all you need to do is find and kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
The maiden.
Given
now we need
how
food.
Rarely one encounters the folk, you are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again. Or perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
Let's get some more food, just in case we lose some food in one of the few squares in front of us. 2 food gain cards.
Ah, one of my food cards. Well done, and good luck to you.
Easy enough. A winding trail.
Well then, how will you deal with this?
Give them gold or attack? No, I'm not going to give them gold. Okay. Three gain cards. 1 equipment. Better armor. I'll take it.
Distinctly average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations. Armor protects you from damage. The best armor, of course, does so much more.
Okay. Traveling Tinker. We'll walk in to see what's there.
If you were wondering why you've been collecting all that gold, you now have your answer. We're starting to get into the meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Okay, so Desperate Measures would be good if I have more money. Maybe we can get it? Chains of Rage. Medium armor that increases... No, that when I get hit by a projectile, I have a chance to restore cooldowns, but I don't have a weapon that uses a cooldown. Better Shield. Every third encounter does not consume food. We're too late into the run. Desperate Measures would be good. 48. Can we sell stuff? No, that wouldn't be good enough. Ah, well. Devil's Choice.
I like this demon. He lies as often as he tells the truth.
A cloaked devil appears in your path. I'm here to test your strength, so-called hero. Choose your foe. Skull? Well, we have a weapon that does increased damage against undead, so let's go for the skulls. instead, you'll fight the others. Well, okay. There's a lot going on around here. I totally hit the button. Huh. So the other game I'm playing that's like this is Mad Max, with this type of combat system. And in Mad Max, when you accidentally, when you can swing as much as you want, but if you parry when you're not allowed to parry, it resets your counter. In this game, you can parry as much as you want, but if you swing at the enemy without connecting, it resets your counter. So it's kind of the reverse. It's kind of, you have to be more careful about your attacks. Anyway, we get gain cards. We have way more food than we need. Let's see. What's the healing cap? Any healing player receives is doubled.
Of one sort of magic with another. All you need is a channel for power, and it's simple enough.
Again, well, reveals the stair on entry level. I'll take it. I'll take that. Sure. I don't think it's gonna matter. I think that the next step is probably the boss, but I could be wrong. It was not. Yes, it was. We got the gold bonus anyway. Not
the
that it mattered.
undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness, an error, cheating.
Huh. This tenacious undead is unusually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, this skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. So ignore the ads, I guess.
Win
Just focus
this
on him.
and claim my token.
We're gonna get so many tokens after this. I think we already have like 5. The color just changed.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Okay. He's got a shield, so we're gonna have to. Move! Okay. Move! Ah! We need to kill these guys, or we're gonna be having to dodge all the time. Okay, and he revives from right away. Isn't he done? Oh, I have to kill the rest of them too. Yep.
Well done. Well done indeed. But you have roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
Okay, let's unlock all these tokens. That's like a ridiculous number. How many is that? That is 5, 9, plus the one we have. Lots of cards. Murder at Sea DLC. The Hunt for the White Minotaur. The White Council. The Goblin King's Halls DLC. The Underworld. Pair of maces, because they said they had a bunch of them back in the city. For communing with an ancient god, we got warning signs. Devil's Wager. There we go. This is the main one. We're unlocking the Queen of Dust as the next battle. And some new equipment.
Shall we deal again?
Well, let's press on.
Another round, and our game truly begins. A bold woman, this one. She did not collapse when the Empire did. No, she took up arms, organized her people, and vowed that in a country where death had gathered, she would be the one dealing it.
Okay, that's not so virtuous. Okay, we need to add a bunch more cards, and we should probably... We're still gonna play on hard. So, do we have any cards in our deck that we already have the token for? Yes. But we can't get rid of Mr. Lionel yet. Why not?
Some cards are locked and cannot be removed from your deck.
Until you have defeated the Queen of Dust. I guess they're trying to make it so we don't get overly challenged. I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and start it up.
Now we play for the cup, the first of my symbols. I've added some cards to spice up the game. In addition to the pain and gain decks, there are now blessings and curses. Choose your steps carefully.
And we have a curse, right?
Here is all you have gained.
That wasn't what I meant. Moneybags. In combat, the player's movement speed is reduced by how much gold they possess. Sounds like a problem. Mr. Lionel again. I kind of don't want to... We'll give him food. Gold, I mean, because we want to have less gold. And he gives me... reach in and grab whatever we want. One equipment card. Mercenary contract. Once per combat, press right bumper to activate an aura that makes every successful strike drop. That's really bad for this encounter.
Artifacts give you powerful abilities to use in combat.
Well, we don't have a good weapon, so we should go down and try to get it. One chance for failure. Frostfang. That's a really good one. Equipment with this trait is imbued with glacial power. Lizardmen are susceptible to ice damage, but we don't have any lizardmen yet, so too bad. Definitely better than the axe.
You might think the world of the cards is grim. Yet, even in the darkness, there is light to be found.
We should ask for supplies.
Were you hoping this was the end? No. Another floor awaits. This game is still only beginning. New rules, new tools, new abilities. We have far to go as yet.
It's the greatest thing to hear ever. Call for the priest. Can we... No, we don't have any money. We can't... Let's leave it alone for now. We might come back and try to buy a blessing or something. The Landlocked Lubber.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
The door to the Landlocked Lubber opened with a creak, breaking the silence like a thunderclap in a tomb. The proprietor greets you. Welcome, traveler. Before I can treat you with our hospitality, I must ask you a very important question. Have you seen, heard, or God forbid, smelled a kraken? What is a kraken? Or explain that I've never seen one. If I'm asking what it is, that probably means I haven't seen it. The landlord stares at you in disbelief. He proceeds to rant and rave for nearly an hour about the dangers, claws, feeding patterns, and scents of the kraken. After which you learn his name is Carlo, and in years past he sailed the seas as a captain. He now owns his inn and stays as far from the sea as possible. After giving you some time to enjoy the warmth and some stale bread, Carlo approaches you. I've heard rumors of boats going missing from a small port village of Norwich. No survivors, no witness. Norwich Port is run by bandits, thieves, and smugglers. There's no way to know what's really happening there. Perhaps you could have a look around and find out more. I would go, of course, but I have this place to look after. Carlo gestures to the empty, damp-ridden flea hole he calls home. The card's token is ours.
Take the token. It is yours.
Helpful priest.
Priests, gods, and eternal damnations. I have no truck with any of it.
For a small share of your provisions, I'll bless you. Sure, you can have half my food. I don't have very much food, but... Huge success! Nothing... Let's see if we can get the huge success. So it's not this one, it's one of the other ones. Let's guess. No. Oh well. Gain one blessing. And I got the token. Oh, that's cool.
Blessings will remain always active and are never removed. Unless you die, of course. Then you're back where you began, as always.
We're a little low on food now.
Your provisions are running low. Can you press on?
Yeah, keep going. Oh, not far out of town we came under attack. That's a shame.
Now we begin to raise the stakes.
Oh my.
The arena itself will fight against you. Beware of my traps.
Let the traps kill them. I like the effect of the sword. Ah, lost my combo. It's sparkly and pretty. I probably should have used the mercenary contract just because I really need money so I can get gold. So I can get food. Back to full health.
Extra health, but it is only a momentary respite. You are close on her trail, and more confident than I had imagined. Perhaps you will play beyond this mark, and we will see your true mettle.
Rockfall. That's not good.
A terrifying walk to get to the Queen. So many potential places for an assailant to get the upper hand.
When journeying near the coast, you hear a rumble overhead. Falling rocks force you to take cover. Oh, that's so bad. Hope? Oh no, that's really bad. Dealer draws 3 pain cards. Lose 15 health.
Oh dear.
5 health. 5 max health.
Ouch.
Well, let's attack them. We need to hopefully gain something from this. Maybe some food. Yep. How long does this persist? Well, that was 47 gold. Now we're gonna be moving really slowly. But, well, maybe it'll be worth it if we can find a shop. And I get equipment. Infused, that'll be helpful.
From here. There is little material gain to be made.
And better armor.
An excellent way to turn an injury into an asset.
What was that thing my sword was doing? Left bumper to shoot a cone of ice. Okay. I'm low on food, so I don't want to wander too much. Rockfall again. Okay.
Again, the stones tumble upon you.
We could just lose this, but that's fine. Well, now we're out of food, too. If nothing else, we're depleting the monster cards. Okay, we're still at half health. Maybe we'll get something good from this. I think it's just equipment. Desperate measures. Actually, that'd be really good.
Few select
That'd be
these
really
sorts of
good.
weapons because nobody ever anticipates being in peril. Such misplaced confidence is usually their downfall.
We have low health, so that's gonna hit like a truck. Let's take that.
Are you sure that's the right approach?
Medium armor. We have better armor though. Down to 21.
The deeper you go, the greater the
Oh,
risk of
good.
starvation.
That's exactly what I wanted.
A chance to buy more food. You must be relieved.
So, first of all, let's get some food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Do we have anything to sell? Yeah, we have an extra medium armor. And Frostfang. And the mercenary contract is useless. Can we remove that? No, it costs so much money. Let's top ourselves off, if we can. And then buy a bunch of food just to make sure we're not overloaded on gold. Okay. Maybe Frostfang would be better if we're not at low health, but that's fine. We have food, so we can spend some more time looking around. Dead King's Hall.
Greed. If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
You see an ancient, ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Let's take them by surprise. Oh, that's a really bad chance.
A choice.
I have no
Select
idea
your
which one
desire.
it is. Yeah. Okay. I guess it would have this like a surprise attack would have like killed some of them. There we go. More money I don't need. Well, we got the token. It was worth it for the token. We don't need to go here yet. Oh, well, this was not a good way to go.
Accident or a trap? I wonder.
Too bad. Wow, my max health is really dropping. Do we want to attack? This is leave. Queen of Dust.
Noble causes turn to rotten enterprise. You may win this battle and send the Queen to her rightful end. Yet, what have you gained in the process?
This Desert Queen is more lethal in battle and harder to kill than a regular bandit. Her blades are sharp, and she is frequently protected by a powerful crossbow.
We play for a token now.
Take out the ads first, then the crossbow, then the queen. Oh my. Uh-oh. Nope. 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 They do end up hurting each other. Good.
Inevitable, I suppose. So often those who beat plowshare to sword die by the grim instruments of their industry. Still, she fought well and bravely, which is all I expect from my pawns and players.
We have gained the Goblet, which gives me new starting gear, more likely to stun, cursed luck curse, that sucks, bandit strength, increase skeletons, and skeletons reanimate.
You have earned the first of the symbols of my power and passed the first gate. There is no turning back now. Previously I was merciful, but now I cannot be. It is begun. I crafted each of these cards over the course of years. You have taken them from me in mere moments.
Alright. Just continuing the DLC stories. Helpful Priest gave me the Healer's Ring and another charity card. Treasure chest. Jack of Plague is next, I guess.
Come, play again. Do you have what it takes to defeat the rats?
Okay. Jack of Plague. So, the new curse, twice the fail. The player loses 5 gold for every fail, and 10 for every huge failure. That's really painful.
Ah, the rats. They have swarmed up from the dark places beneath the realms of humanity, and now squat amongst your cities, and feast, and shriek, and hunt, and writhe.
I love the narration. This is great. Okay, let's just double check the encounters to make sure that we don't have anything that we already have completed. Let's get rid of that. Dead King's Hall, Devil's Choice, Helpful Priest. Add in Smuggler's Wharf, Desert Storm, and Devil's Wager. And then one more. Helpful Priest, sure.
Our Lord of Plague does like to rub your nose in misfortune.
Cursed Luck. Difficulty. Oh, that's really that.
Ha! Let us see how you progress with that millstone around your neck. Of course, you can remove your curses at shops if you can find them. Still, I'm keen to see how you handle your disadvantages.
That's gonna, synergize really well with the other curse, which takes money when I fail. Twisted Canyon. Chance to get a better weapon. With a low chance of failure. Good. Frostfang again. We're wasting our food on this layout. Okay, that's the way to hitch a ride.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
There's Lionel. I don't have food to give him. I could give him gold. And he gives me... You find yourself in a place you don't recognize with your blanket tucked comfortably around you. He moved me to the maiden. Okay. Saved me some food. A little bit of food.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
Now onward.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time. You do not seem to have the temperament for friends.
That's
even
harsh,
in
man.
the animal kingdom. Each of these cards is crafted from your memories and built from your experience. I created them, but only in the abstract. It is the importance you place on them that makes them real.
I have to admit, the spider that occasionally pops up on the left side of the screen, it freaks me out a little. Ratman hunting.
Now you begin to trespass upon the Ratmen's hunting grounds. Plague by name, and the rats leap behind a deadly toxin.
There is so much going on. guys. It was going really well up until a certain moment. Ha! Killed himself. That cost 30 health. Traveling jeweler. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to sell, really. So, let's just pass on by. We might have wanted to buy food there. Oh well. Forest escape.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth.
Let's get the card to the top left first. River.
How will you cross this time?
I thought we did this before, but I guess we didn't get the token. We needed to go for the huge success. That's right. Well, I have no idea which it is. That was the wrong one. Lose some gold. Oh well. We'll get it eventually.
An expedition. Press on.
Angry mob.
So quick to anger. That's what makes them a mob, really.
As you approach the small town of Wickerburn, an angry mob of peasants marches forth and confronts you. The rat men have eaten all our food. We're starving. We demand food. I have one food. Use Frostfang to slow him down. Waves of magical cold sweep over the crowd as you unleash your Theurgy. Stunned and freezing, the peasants can do little more than watch a rapidly retreating form. Oh, but we have to go past them. Oh, we're burning so much health from lack of food. Hopefully we can buy some here.
Finally, an opportunity to eat.
What do you got? Costs 11 for 3. Maybe we can sell something? Yes, we have an axe we can sell. We could sell this Warlord helm.
Food
it wouldn't be enough to
crucial
get us
for healing.
more food.
If you travel without food, your strength will not be restored between encounters. You'll also begin to starve. It seems you'll learn that soon enough, though. Once the ratmen begin to creep towards the edge of the town, anger follows shortly behind.
Give them nothing. Oh, this was a mistake. I have no idea where things are. Well, joke's on them, I didn't have any gold to lose. And they grabbed my food. All of my food. And I have no gold. Ooh dear. Goblins King's Halls.
Again, a token is at stake.
One night, as you lie in a forest clearing, you are disturbed by the sight of a shadowy figure watching you from the darkness. Well met, the goblin exclaims, stepping into the light and sitting by the fire. Just the armed warrior I've been seeking. The goblin makes himself comfortable. My name is Mr. Lionel. I know, I've seen you in the tavern a lot. And I have a tale of woe to share with you, and perhaps an opportunity for you to make a tidy profit from my misfortune. He goes on to tell the story of his troubles with the king of the goblins while lamenting his subsequent banishment from the goblin community. The king could have shown leniency, he concludes, given that his daughter and I were both drunk from the excellent Delesian brandy served at his coronation. Instead, he opted to make his first official act my banishment. The fool will regret it, though, for now it is time for revenge, he says eagerly, taking out a strange amulet. For hundreds of years, the Goblin Kings have gathered treasure and hoarded it in a series of enchanted and ever-changing treasure vaults. Only the Goblin King himself knows where his treasure vaults are hidden, but now I have a way to find them. I just need a lock of elven hair to complete this magical device. Excellent. Just get the hair by any means possible. Don't worry, I'll find you again once your quest is complete. Well, if we're gonna die in like 3 more cards, at least we have gotten at least 1 more token to progress the story.
What an ignominious way to go.
Yeah, I
I
know.
hope you find something to eat soon.
So do I.
What brings you to
Ignominious.
play the game? Ha! I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
The White Council won.
As you plunder the secrets of your memories, you'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
As dusk settles, you arrive at a small village known as Lesser Dimsgate. The locals are gathered at a shabby-looking inn. Something must be done, shouts a voice, raised in anger. They took all our gold and food, one peasant wails. Will nobody stand up to them? I want your gold and food too. They went that way, not an hour ago. You easily catch up with the band of ruffians. They seem overly confident and are in no rush. As you approach, the one who seems to be their leader notices you. Kill him, he commands, gesturing towards you. He looks like a troublemaker. We're actually very low on health, so this is a bit dangerous. If we get hit once, we'll probably not be able to survive the next step. Oh, those traps. Oh, well. Ah, well. Blood stains the ground beneath your corpse.
And so the game takes another life. Do not worry, though. You may try again. Death in the home of plague.
For joining Mr. Lionel's quest, I gain the Maiden. A different version of the Maiden, presumably.
Once more, the cards will be dealt, and fate will be decided. You face one of the fiercest of the Ratmen. I would wish you luck, but we play with fate.
Okay. Maybe something a bit more helpful? A little poppies, perhaps? At some point, I might want to stop beating my head against the wall of hard mode and go back to normal. But not yet.
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
What do you want, man? You took a ring. What? I had a ring? And he transports me somewhere. I don't know which is which. Didn't matter. Frostfang again? No, Desperate Measures. That would have been helpful last time.
As pleases you.
Ah, this is the alternate
Let us
version
take a
of the Maiden.
token on their foolishness.
One day, in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. She stops to greet you. Your thoughts turn to Mr. Lionel and his need for some elven hair. Take a swipe at her hair with the dagger? No, just ask. Marith is a generous sort. The maiden considers this for a moment before slicing a few strands from her hair. As you wish, but be cautious, mortal. You have the taint of a goblin about you. They may never be trusted.
Well done.
Okay.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly. At their heart, all games are about power, are they not? The acquiring of power, the retaining of power, and most importantly, the use of power.
Traveling healer. Let's go in and get some food, just because that was what kind of messed us up last time. We ran out of food. Oh, how much can we remove this? 150 to get rid of the luck. Interesting. That would be worth going for, but we need the food.
Our hero needs sustenance badly.
Let's fail at this
I will
again.
happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
Let's aim for that huge success. That's the important one. It was on the top,
Choose from these options.
so it's not this one, but it could be any of the others. Lucky! Your light armor makes the crossing easy, and you even stop to dive for some shiny stones on the riverbed that may fetch a few coins. 1 gold gain card. And more importantly, the token, I believe. There you go. You realize one of the stones is in fact a ring. Okay. Angry mob.
When the tide turns, anger rises. Anger without form or direction.
No idea what's where. Oh well. Good.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond. Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the play before you were prepared?
It's a great narrator. Another angry mob. Oh dear.
You step in and earn their ire.
We'll try it again. It was a 50-50 chance. No. Draw 5 pain cards. Wow. Okay. Lose 10 max health. Lose 15 health. Some gold I don't care
I'm
about.
sorry.
Oh, losing equipment? What am I losing? The shield. I have no shield now. Okay, we kept our gold though, our food, so we'll recover health. But lacking a shield's oh. Give them half my food. I just want to go past them. That five lost cards was too painful. Oh dear. Oh no, we're gonna get
felt a kinship to the puppy. Together we help you forget and also recall.
You wander among the field of poppies. Too late you realize that poppies are making you sleepy. So, a traveling drawer and a hitch a ride. But now they're all gonna be shuffled. Well, let's head this way. Another angry mob. Try to avoid. Good. Lucky. That's the way. Okay, good.
A horse is a fine companion. I'm sure you'll leave this one in time.
But no
You
food,
do not
no
seem to
gold.
have the temperament for friends, even in the animal kingdom.
Smuggler's Wharf. We have nothing to offer, so...
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Norwich Port is little more... Oh, I skipped an accident. You spend your time getting acquainted with the workings of the wharf, looking for avenues to gain information. You have found 3 ways you might find out about the missing ships. Steal some logs, bribe a worker, or help a captain. Well, we don't have any money, so we can't bribe. I don't think we're going to be able to drink, because we'll probably have to buy something. Let's steal the ship's logs. Oh, that seems like a bad chance. Yeah, who knows? Yeah. Draw two monster cards. Maybe we'll get some gain for fighting these guys off. No shield, I forgot. The real problem with not having a shield is you can't, Stop. It doesn't give you the hints for when, someone's about to hit you. The little green marks. And you can't counter, of course. Too bad. Desert Storm.
Nature is the greatest threat, even with the queen now dispatched. Be swift.
You are traveling through a desert when a dust storm approaches. You may be able to reach the safety of some nearby hills before the storm hits you. Stay. Run or stay? Let's stay. Yeah. Oh well. The card's token is yours, though. That's interesting. You had to fail it to get the token. And I lost my desperate measures. Oh dear. Well, at least we're getting tokens. That spider, though. Go away, man. Yeah, there you go. Huh.
They will not let you pass so easily.
This is gonna be really bad.
Prepare yourself.
No shield, weak weapon. Stop it. Well, we're not dead yet, but... Oh dear. Here we go. One more hit, and we're done. Maybe I should be playing on normal mode. But if we take a step, we're gonna die. So. One food gain card. Okay, we're not gonna die, but.
roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth. Hush. Can you hear the way his claws scratch the tiles?
Charity! I have one food, man.
The wandering mendicant. Will humanity ever move beyond poverty, religion, and charity?
He begs for food to feed the orphans. The gods show favor to those who help the less fortunate. Sure, this isn't a successful run. Let's try a chance at getting that token.
A choice. Select your desire.
Nope. Holy Touch. Undead that
Useful.
physically strike the player may receive damage themselves.
Starvation begins to set in.
Do you have...
Try to stay calm.
Oh, you have
Fear
equipment.
will only hasten your demise.
That's not going to be a help, man. Well, we're done. We got some tokens, though.
A sad way to end. I had such challenges prepared for you. Such is life. For slaughter, your reward.
Goblin King's Halls 2. Ring of Survival. Lost in the Desert.
I do hope this time goes better for you.
So do I.
Make your choices. Scared of a little mouse? My deck holds far worse yet.
Well, I am definitely going to switch over to Adventurer mode, default mode. Because we're just having trouble with this. Let's see. Anything we can get rid of? Field of Poppies. Mr. Lionel. The river. Get that in, get that in. And Dead King's Halls actually was a good reward, right? Mr. Lionel, I don't know what to do with him, so let's just ignore him. The river wasn't too hard. Devil's Choice is a combat, though. Sure, we'll do that. We need more cards so we can get more good cards. But this should go really a lot easier this time, I hope.
Think about the way we play this game. You continue to die, yet we reset the board each time. One has to wonder how it is possible to truly lose.
That's a fair point. I guess they're trying to make me give up. Walk away from the game. One day in a shady forest, you encounter an elf maiden. We have so much food. Oh my goodness. That's a real difference. Give me a blessing, please. Wrath of the Gods. The beginning of every battle.
A little too powerful. I will have to rebalance that next time.
The old gods throw down thunder upon one of your enemies. Sounds good. A helpful priest.
It amuses me to watch them theorize. To attempt to discern the very likeness of the gods down to their toes.
Sure. That's an awful lot of food, but... Okay. I don't know which one's the really good one. Lucky. 2 blessings. Undead hurt themselves.
Very nice indeed.
After your first chance card pick, you may return the card and draw again after shuffling. That sounds really good. This will give us a free weapon. That was so slow when they did that. It'll be Frostfang or Desperate Measures. I'll take it.
An expedition. Press on.
This is a good level. I like it when it's just like one long path you can walk across. Angry mob. But we have Frostfang now, so we can avoid them by using Frostfang. It does move us, so we're gonna have to waste food. It might be easier just to... I don't know. Let's go in and see if we can buy more food. We need 11 for that. Can we sell something? Sell the original axe? And we do still have this curse where we have to we lose money for failures. That was part of the run, part of this boss. I don't know what to call it. Part of this expedition, part of the lead up to this boss. Indecent Arrival. Haven't seen this one yet.
There's a token in it for you if you win.
You are minding your own business in a local tavern when suddenly 3 masked men burst through the doors, grab a young man from the bar, and manhandle him outside. One patron bursts out in protest, but is quickly silenced by the solemn stares of all those around him. Leave them be, Garrett. It is his time. Then it must be done. Well, we're sorely gonna follow him. Their leader speaks to you. Whoa there, stranger. I really would prefer that no outsider witness what we're about here. I know this may look like a god-forsaken thing we do, but you have no idea of our troubles, so I ask you not to involve yourself. I will not ask twice. We have no time for objections. The crowd turns and drags away the young man, their torches burning a mournful light into the distance. Once the light has faded from sight, you follow their path into the forest. You catch up with them, and to your surprise, they are gathered around a yawning portal that whirls with malicious portent. Despite their disguises, it is obvious that none of the hooded figures relish the sight before them, and many are obviously distraught. The captive is carried to the portal atop the shoulders of 6 people, as though they were his coffin bearers, and he is already dead. The young man's struggles are subdued by bonds of rope. Will I interrupt or stay hidden? I'm going to interrupt. Of course I'm going to interrupt. Do you think I'm a terrible person? You burst forth from your hiding place and plead with the assembled crowd not to go through with whatever bizarre ritual they are engaged in, but you gain no support. Their leader eventually speaks above the crowd. If this man is so adamant that one of our own should not be sent to the underworld, then perhaps he should go himself. You are immediately seized by the crowd and pushed towards the portal. Try as you might, they are too strong for you, and you cannot escape. You stumble and fall into the portal. You fall to the ground with only a gentle jolt. You find yourself in a forest that bears a most striking resemblance to where you just were, but with 2 very significant differences. The crowd of masked onlookers are gone, and the sky burns bright with bright red flames. Out of the sulfur and flames emerge foul hell beasts. 4 of hell. They're Ratmen, basically. Nope. They're sturdy, though. Lots of HP there. Very tanky. After you destroy the last hellbeast, the portal stirs back into life. You are lifted off your feet and sucked into the vortex before being deposited back in the leafy forest you were ejected from earlier.
Your prize.
So, it's only 2 food to give them half my food. Let's just do that.
It's better than trudging along a muddy road. Certainly.
But again, now we're low
All
on food.
the world is a game board, and us men and women merely players. I alone do not play. I maintain the rules. You have choices, and I have predestination. Your choices, though, are merely a rediscovery of that which you already know.
A shop. I don't think we have anything to sell, so there's no point. Local peasant.
Hungry mouths. War leaves nothing else.
While crossing a forest clearing, you meet a peasant woman. Greetings, stranger. The winter has been hard on my family this year. In the forest behind her, you sense movement. Oh, I don't have any food. I'm sorry. Ah, well. Treasure chest.
A treasure chest? What more iconic emblem of success could we imagine?
I'll take it. Ah, now the chest itself.
Win this and claim my token.
Only 1 chance of failure. We should be able to do this. Four gain cards. Maybe some of that's food? 15 gold. A huge hammer. We have Rhyme Fang already, though. What's this huge hammer? As you string
Sometimes
together...
form follows function, and vice versa. In this case, it's called a huge hammer. You take a guess.
Huh. We already have Rhyme Fang, though. I don't know. I think I prefer the Rhyme Fang. Well,
Middle of the road in every way.
let's take the huge hammer. Sure.
Old Reliable rears his ugly head again.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to that shop and get more food.
Ouch. If only you had a meal.
We can sell one of our weapons.
A chance to buy more food. You must be relieved. I'm
Okay.
sure you're grateful.
That's
for
all we need there. We'll sell Frostfang. Anything that worth buying? I can't afford to buy anything. Heal up a little, please. That's it. We'll go around south this time. The White Council.
A challenge for you, and a token if you succeed.
I already did this. I thought I already did this. Maybe this is where I died. Yeah, I died when I was trying to do this last time. Well, this time we'll go better. It feels really slow. It hits pretty hard, but I kind of wish I still had Rhyme Fang. Oh well. I've been told I say oh well quite often. Devil's Wager.
Trust a devil or don't? I wouldn't.
If you can defeat my minions without taking a scratch, I'll reward you with gold and magical trinkets. Sure. Excellent. Let's see you prove it. So I'm reduced to 1 hit. I'll be generous and leave you a little more than that. It's only 2 skulls, though. That was a lucky devil wager. You're not dead. That is unexpected. The devil waves his hand, partially healing you. The card's token is now mine. Back up to 70. Gain more health. Supplies. And food. Well, food and food. No equipment? That wasn't worth it. Well, the token made it worth it. Devil's Choice.
Though I admire his ilk, I live by very different rules.
I'd rather fight more skulls. Wow! I still got hit, but they got wrecked pretty hard. More food. I don't need.
One more step down, and we may see the end of this, or another set of stairs. The Jack of Plague has battered you once. Can you set him free this time?
Charity. We have lots of food. We should give him lots of
Play for
food.
a token now.
We'll give you 10 food. Which gives us a good chance. This is watch the failure, see if we can figure out where it is. It wasn't the top one. That is the top one. He gives me an tarnished old ring. Ah, I'll have the kids polished up first. In the meantime, I get a blessing. Will of the Gods. At the start of each combat,
are too good for the likes of you.
a random opponent is highlighted. If that creature is the first to die, then they get gold. Okay.
Here is your token. Well done. This tale begins, and then proceeds relentlessly. With each step, you will discover a new card and a deeper mystery.
Asleep in the forest.
Spirits roaming the darkness. With the struggles, the boundaries are weaker than they've ever been. Again, a token is at stake.
While sleeping in the forest, you are jolted awake by a voice calling your name. You see a vaguely human-shaped ghost rushing towards you. You are quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The ghost stops abruptly, hand signaling that it means no harm. Its voice is weak and distant. You forget me already? Has this place already corrupted you? Well, it seems friendly. I should not be here. I fear his servants already know where I am. For a brief moment, the ghost's pale eyes feel achingly familiar. Please come home soon. You blink and the ghost is gone. At your feet is a bag of food. 1 food gain card and the token. The Crucible.
A crucible to heat and purify the flawed metal. You, in this case.
The town of Stiegel sits upon the only safe crossing of the River Ernst. However, the adventurers allowed to cross are those who pass through the Crucible. In the Crucible, you'll fight monsters for the entertainment of the townspeople of Stiegel. We're gonna enter the Crucible, sure. Choose your opponent wisely. I'm betting on you. Skulls. We have our weapon is good against skulls. You survived that round, now do it again. Dust over plague. Even high level dust. That blessing is really powerful. After surviving the Crucible, you're paraded through the town and allowed to continue upon your adventure. A few random peasants throw a coin, saying, "You have made me a rich warrior." The dealer draws you 4 gold gain cards to get the token. 10 gold. 20 gold. Another 20, wow.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
40 gold, wow. Okay. And what, that's like our 5th or 6th token? Angry mob. Let's give them half our gold, half our food. Traveling Tinker. Let's see what we can buy with all the money we have. Well, food first of all. And then what? Helm of Reflection. Upon reflecting a projectile, creates a small... That sounds really good. Let's grab that.
A coarse defense, but a valuable one nonetheless.
Interesting. No. Can we sell anything? No, we don't have anything to sell. Let's buy a bit more food, and then we'll just continue on. Smuggler's Wharf.
As you plunder
if only I had 3 more gold.
You'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Let's try drinking with the captain this time. In what passes for a bar in the shantytown, you find a ship's captain drowning her sorrows. They must be frightful sorrows, because she's drowning them in Delesian brandy. You pull up a stool next to her, and while inquiring about her misfortune, attempt to find out what she may know about the missing boats. You can tell the captain knows something, but she's not parting with it yet. However, she seems pleased to have company. We should drink more, sure. You gulp down another small glass of terrible, terrible brandy. The captain is merry and regales you with stories of her adventures upon the high seas, but nothing regarding the recent boat disappearances. You're feeling the effects of the powerful Delesian brandy, but you still have your wits about you. Let's definitely continue. You gulp down another small glass. In her drunkenness, the captain reveals far too much about herself, yet sadly nothing about the missing ships. You're lost in the fuzzy, warm haze of drinking. You don't notice a local pickpocket relieve you of some gold. Definitely continue. In her... yeah. After many drinks, the captain starts to reveal what she knows. The captain only reveals one thing, Highbinder, and will say nothing more on the matter. You plan to head back to Carlo at the landlocked lubber and see what you can do with the information you gleaned.
The token is yours. Let us see what you do with your newfound abilities.
We don't have any enough money to do anything. Jack of Plague.
He awaits. Plague and pestilence and blood and teeth.
Faster and stronger than normal ratmen, this beast inspires all vermin around him to strike faster the more damage he sustains. Interesting, so we should kill the ads first, otherwise they'll be annoying.
Let us stake a token on their foolishness.
Up. Stop it. Oh my. This hammer is so slow. Stop it. But it does stun pretty hard. That helmet.
The queens and kings of the rat kind have lost a child here today.
So many tokens. Alicia in the Underworld. Better armory cards. The next step in the DLC. Fate's Folly. Another ring and another level of charity. For showing the ghost you are merciful. Sleep at the inn. So, okay. The arena. Lots of stuff going on there. Returning to the landlocked lubber. King of Dust. That's the next one. Ratman hunting.
Come, play. I do not want to just sit here. Now we play. You can now access Endless Mode if you wish to test your skills against chance itself.
Sure. Why don't we just we'll do an end this one real quick.
Now we play the game in its purest form.
On normal.
What brings you to play the game? Ha! I know you will not tell me. Like all the rest, you are silent.
So do we have a ring? We have a shield. Light armor. No ring. Sure.
Choose from these options.
Ah, well. Any hit on the player
look upon you
has a chance to
favorably.
poison the attacker. Bandit attack.
Our bandits are displeased with your challenges.
Okay, so we have a landlocked lubber. This really isn't helping us at all. That's fine.
I will happily wager on the outcome. I do not think you have what it takes.
You return to the landlocked lubber and find it somehow even emptier than before. Carlo is entertained by the story of your time in Norwich. You explain that you were told you'll need a highbinder to find the missing ship. It's not a highbinder, it's the highbinder. He's a broker of information. If he knows anything about the missing boats, then he'll tell us, if we can pay his price. I don't have anything. I'll contribute what I can towards the highbinder, but as you can see, the tavern hasn't made me a rich man. They'll accept any currency, but you'll have to provide enough to make it worth its while. Well, too bad. Mr. Lionel. What do you want, man? He stole my shield. Okay. And he gives me some equipment. Consuming shame.
Poison. It's the tool of the traitor.
I'd rather have the shield. That was not a good trade. Okay. Dealer's Spite. Traps grow deadlier.
I appreciate your ingenuity. I look forward to seeing how you approach this particular challenge.
Ratman hunting.
It seems you have made an enemy of the Ratmen. They do not normally attack unless provoked.
There's only 2 of them. But no shield is a problem. Field of Poppies.
We flee into
so we get to do that Ratman hunting twice.
Do we not? All in the hope that we will forget.
We better check the spaces before us. Okay, noble trader.
Noble in mind, or simply noble by birth?
A nobleman passed you on the road in the town of Stiegel, but cast little more than a glance at you. And that's it? Okay. Out of food.
Work your way through the woods and see what lies beyond.
I don't even have any food, so...
Did you expect me to tell your fortune? No. A fortune teller is at their most base and despicable when they begin to believe their own lies. Of course, I am different. My powers are genuine.
Devil's wager.
Perhaps
we can't do it.
This will be the end of your road.
Oh, we're gonna have to... Okay. We have to do it both ways. Maybe we'll get the huge success this time. We're not going to get the huge success. We're slowly gonna starve to death.
I would feed you if I could. I cannot break the rules in your favor any more than in my own.
That's a lot of cards. He just had a lot of monster cards.
At their heart, all games are about power, are they not? The acquiring of power, the retaining of power, and most importantly, the use of power.
Do we have anything we can sell? Yeah, we can sell Consuming Shame, sure. And then buy some food. A loan.
Usury.
I could use a loan.
The root of all troubles.
In a busy market town, you are approached by a shopkeeper on the verge of losing his store. I don't have 10 gold, I'm sorry. Goblin King's
This token
Halls.
will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
While walking by a huge tree at the edge of a lake, Mr. Lionel's head appears from the leaves above. Excellent work, my lad, Mr. Lionel declares, citing the lock of elven hair and keep leaping to the ground. Didn't have to break too many bones getting this, I trust. Never mind, best I don't know, eh? He then calibrates the device, turning it over in his hand. This bit turns like this knob pushes in there. Not sure what this fiddly bit here does. It's working! By waving the amulet around in the air, the goblin somehow contrives to lead you on a haphazard journey over hills and across rivers, until finally you come to a trapdoor hidden by foliage under an ancient tree. Through the doorway you see a stone chamber and hear a variety of strange mechanical noises. There may be some traps. Kings can never be too careful when guarding their treasure, Should have mentioned them earlier. Now, get in there and steal 50 gold pieces from me. I'll hold your gold until you get out and meet you on the other side. Good luck.
Take your time if you like. I've waited long enough.
I gotta read the card, man. You can't expect me not to... Oh, well. Okay. Okay. That was the wrong thing to do. Okay, I walked right into that one. Can I break these? No. They're physics enabled, but they don't actually have anything. Oh my. That was only 20 gold. Mr. Lionel immediately greets you upon your escape, lifting your bag of gold before you even realize he is there. He counts out the coins you managed to retrieve. Not nearly enough. I want my revenge. Get back in there and get my gold. At least you're all back to full health. That's cool. Let's be a bit more careful this time. Up. 39. That was less than last time. We just should be 50 here, if we can survive it. Oh. Move. Okay. There's 50. Okay. Okay. How do we get past that? Doesn't seem achievable. Oh well. We got hit a lot more, but we got some gold. Mr. Lionel immediately greets you upon your escape, lifting your bag of gold before you even realize he is there. He counts out the coins you managed to retrieve. Not bad at all. I'll eat these later. For now, you'll eat these later. For now, good work, my boy. Let's get out of there before the Goblin King discovers what's what. Here's your gold back. Sorry if it smells like old cheese now. Oh, I didn't get to keep the gold. Oh. I thought I'd get this stuff in excess of 50. Oh well.
Descend ever deeper into the subterranean pit. Nasty.
It's probably going to be up here. We better go this way first. At Alicia in the
runs
underworld.
short. This does not bode well.
As you attempt to discover more about the bizarre portal you encountered, one name keeps recurring, a mystic named Alicia. Apparently, her expertise on all aspects of shadow realms, interdimensional travel, and beasts of the void is unparalleled. You track Alicia's caravan. She travels under the guise of a fortune teller. Her appearance doesn't match the whispers about her. She's considerably shorter and has much more of a beard. She audibly clears her throat before speaking to you. Welcome, stranger. She recoils in mock blindness. The dark clouds of fate swirl around you in a tempest. For a little gold, I can help you see through your storm. I don't have any gold. The mystic looks around nervously before saying, Now what makes you think that I know anything about such things? I am but a humble fortune teller. I don't have gold, I'm sorry. Oh well. River. We don't even need to do it. We can just... We're gonna starve to death if we don't die here.
Of course, killing their leader is a fine way to provoke them.
We are low on all the resources we need. At least we won't starve to death. But she needs food.
Feast, famine, and everything in between.
Give her 2 food, sure. While the children eat, the woman speaks at length of what she has seen and heard recently. A winding trail, Dead King's Hall, traveling mage. We're not going to reach the hitch a ride. Oh well. We didn't get the token either.
These trails wind, and our goals wind with them. My voice and these words draw us closer to the inevitable conclusion. More skeletons for you to deal with.
And traps. Oh. Okay. An ignominious end. Death. Blood stains the ground beneath your corpse. That's fine. We got a few
Perhaps it is
tokens.
better to die than face the jack of plague. My
got
piece
one,
takes yours,
really.
and the battle is ended. Try
Oh, well.
again.
Let's keep going on the main quest.
The stakes are raised. The challenges begin.
The King of Dust. So whenever the player finishes a combat, they lose 1 gold per 15 health. And there's lots of ambushes.
Some men thrive in anarchy and chaos. The King of Dust is one such. His tools are cruelty and terror, and I suspect he will harbor a great hatred for you, my friend.
Can't get rid of
Cards
these.
cannot be removed until you have fulfilled their conditions.
Can only be removed by completing Colin the Ratman encounter. Helpful priest. I don't want Mr. Lionel. He seems like he's not very helpful. So, what would be a good thing to add? Well, I should add these, of course. And we can drop something else. We'll drop... We'll drop Dead King's Halls. But we need to get rid of these so we can start taking more useful cards.
In these lands, the King of Dust takes his tithe of all.
I do like the little card animations. It's very cool looking.
You face the first of my kings. Each has shaped the nature of their forces with the strength of their will. They will turn that power to your destruction.
Good deal. Oh, why do we always run into this guy right at the beginning of the place when we have so much food? We're not going to do it. A blessing is not worth it. The maiden. Okay. Give me a blessing, please. Treasure picker. When the player chooses from multiple equipment or game cards, the choices increased by available or increased by 1. Twisted Canyon. This is getting a weapon, right? Frostfang, maybe? Or Desperate Measures? Scorching Zell, that's a new one. Fire. Equipment with this trait burns with the flame of the ancients, doing extra fire damage. However, lava goblins will shrug off fire attacks with ease. And it's holy also, it's both fire and holy. Scorching Zell. And left bumper restores fire. Okay. Okay, so you have to activate a fire aura, then attack, and now and then replenish it or something. Anyway, certainly better than our axe.
Roaming ever forward, hunting for the truth. Do you understand how this game works now? Do you comprehend the stakes?
Excuse me. Asleep at the inn. This is what we got for the ghost, right?
For you if you win.
While sleeping at an inn, you jolt awake to find a bandit rifling through your belongings. You are quick to your feet, weapon already in hand. The bandit laughs, clearly drunk. Easy there, princess. Spare an apple, would you? There's a good lad. He stands unsteadily, clutching a stolen apple and some coins. Looks like Nancy here wants a fight. The bandit laughs again, spits at your feet, and turns to... Okay. This was from the ghost, so we're going to lower our weapon again. 2 pain cards. That might have been the wrong choice. Oh! Okay. I missed something. You are still yourself. I need fear no longer. Its pale hands reach for yours, and you suddenly recall a laugh. A laugh to go with those smiling eyes. I have lingered too long in this place. It rains so. Do not forget me. You blink and the ghost is gone. Those eyes gone.
Here. Take it.
Ratman.
Our old friend the Jack of Plague returns to fight another day.
Oh, okay. I forgot. We need to activate our thing. There. Lost money because of the curse on us. 1 food gained. Totally worth it. Call for a priest. We have no food. I mean, no gold. No point. A wife's fury.
You are braver than I if you're willing to get involved in a marital dispute.
While traveling through a small town, you're accosted by a furious woman who shouts at you from the door of her homestead. You there, you look like you can handle yourself. My husband was supposed to be home hours ago, but instead he's with his pals, drinking away all our coin. They left the spoils from Norleia's job here, If you go and teach him a lesson, you can take your pick. Sure. Now there's someone with some sense. I would go crack his skull myself, but our dragon cow is birthing a litter. Well, your dragon cow. And might burn the whole place down.
We meet the Jack again. Did you think him done before? Oh, no. Shuffled back into the deck to rise again to the top. As are we all.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So, you corner the woman's husband at the local tavern. He's busy playing a drinking game with his friend. Should we threaten him or join the game? Let's join the game. You entertain the local tavern folk with your drinking capacity and tales of adventure. Interesting. So we kind of failed. The wife was telling us to do stuff and we didn't. Anyway, we got the token. And we got desperate measures, but we already have the Scorching Zell.
Savor the good.
So we'll just keep it.
Is that what you're going to do? Bound once more, seeking the heart of it all. Do you understand what it is we do now? Or did I rush you through the rules, pushing you into the plague before you were prepared?
Ambush.
The bandits are sorely loyal to their king.
It says 2 skulls though.
They will not let you reach him easily.
That buff must be quite a thing. No gold. We can't ever carry gold because we have full health. Sneak up and kill them. Three gain cards. 1 equipment. Another weapon. I don't like the huge hammer. I didn't like it last time, so let's not use that. It was too slow. More food and gold, which I can't do anything about.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
More ratmen. No archers. Oh. More food, right? Yep. 10 food. Wow. Okay. Traveling tinker. We don't have. Oh, we can sell stuff though. So let's see what he has to offer. We have 2 extra weapons that we don't need. So he's got Fool's Gold. On every weapon ability usage, all bandits are stunned. And this is a bandit we're fighting, right? That sounds really good. Ring of Survival. After every 3rd combat, you receive health. We don't do that many combats. During combat, every hit you sustain increases your speed and weapon strength. Nah, let's sell the hammer. And the axe. We'll keep the depth. Well, let's take a look at the prices one more time. It was the Fool's Gold we wanted. So we'll get the ring too, why not?
A quick flash of gold, and the bandits will forget themselves.
Might as well spend out our money. But that's a bad choice. Having a small amount of money is useful. For like that. Alicia, the Underworld, needed 3, and Lone needed 10. I should have kept 10. Oh, well,
Win this and claim my token.
Sorry, I don't have the... I screwed up.
Think about the way we play this game. You continue to die, yet we reset the board each time. One has to wonder how it is possible to truly lose.
Culling the Ratmen. I definitely should have saved up some money.
For you, and a token if you succeed.
All the lands in the kingdom are being overrun with Ratmen. Merchants in my lands are attacked on the road, as are any travelers such as yourself. My guards are needed here, so he needs 50 gold. Only 50. I can return to him. Interesting. So if we can get 50 gold somewhere, we can come back. Goblin's King Halls.
You play for a
3.
token now.
Alright, lad. The enigmatic goblin, Mr. Lionel, climbs out of a barrel behind a tavern as you pass through a small village. I've made some refinements to the magic device, and I think we do better this time. You see, goblins sometimes hide their best treasure, magic items such like in enchanted treasure chests. The magic amulet will now reveal these to you. Let's go. I can keep whatever gold I recover, but look for treasure chests. Well, I need gold, so this is, you know, decent. So... Oh! Oh my, oh my. Okay. This view is not very useful. There's a chest. Oh. 24 gold. 21 gold, because it counts as an encounter. You see, I told you there was more to be gained from those vaults. You divide up the treasure. Better armor? Might be helpful.
Chains for armor, as you will.
Draw 3 equipment and choose 1. Ring of Poverty, what's that? When this ring is sold, all the players' gold is lost.
For health.
Oh, that's not gonna be very good. Berserker armor. The helmet isn't very helpful either, though.
An item that tells you how to move quickly, but tempts you to take your time.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, we're definitely gonna go get the Ratmans hunting. Culling the Ratman.
Our lives are often lived thus.
A wise decision.
Pushed back and forth by the whims of nobility or power.
I shall begin a campaign against the filthy rats immediately. Also, you may take this blade. With my mercenary armory, I won't need to rely on it to protect me. Rat Cleaver.
Rats have so few friends amongst mankind, yet the two have lived in close proximity throughout the ages and are more similar than either would care to admit.
That's a weird way of thinking, man. I prefer the Scorching Zell, because if we were fighting a Ratman boss, I'd take that, but this is the King of Dust, right? So we're just gonna keep it around. I really like the whole mechanic. I mean, not just the mechanic, I like the presentation of the mechanic, where you get these tokens that you turn into cards. Lost in the desert.
Now you have reached a point from which the path ahead is unclear. What will be your solution?
Wander aimlessly or pray to the old gods for salvation? Let's pray. Oh, this is a mistake. Well, this'll more likely go wrong than right. Yeah. Your prayers go unanswered, and you are shot by an arrow. Looking up, you see bandits approaching. 2 monster cards and 1 health pain card. Wow, okay, that was painful. Stop it! Just stop it! What's with all these projectiles? Five food. We have so much food right now. And some health restoration, but we do not get the token. We don't really need to. Devil's Carnival.
At its heart, these traveling shows are but mockeries of the true mysteries.
One day, just as dusk gathers, you reach a large country town hosting a traveling circus. Strange sights and stranger smells confront you as you begin to wander between tents and stalls that were once brightly colored but now are faded and stained with dust. Peasants and nobles alike wander the streets and alleys, past wonders and amazements, some seeming almost dazed. There is something about this place that dulls your senses, and for a while you forget your quest, forget even the path that brought you to this place. Okay, even chance.
A choice. Select your desire.
Oh, that was all wrong. That was so bad. Sensing a hidden malice about this place, you turn and try to find your way back out of town. You somehow lose your way and end up heading further into the crowds. The mysteries of the carnival await you. Good. You wander into a hall of curiosities. You pass rows of preserved bodies, some born mutants at birth, others simply creatures you've never seen before. You continue to browse under their lifeless stares. Among ancient devices and broken trinkets, you come across the torn remnants of an enchanted map. Upon closer inspection, you realize that it reveals some of the surrounding countryside. Okay, an ambush coming up there. Sometime later, you find yourself standing at the edge of the forest, the sounds of crowds behind you. Day is just dawning, but which day? Looking back, you see the ruined buildings of a country town, long ago abandoned. We did not get the token. Oh well. The Song of the White Minotaur.
Again, a token is at stake.
The Mug and Barrel Inn is renowned for attracting the most talented bards from all around. You arrive there, weary from your adventures, but tonight's entertainment convinces you to settle by the hearth for a while. Hours pass and the crowd starts to thin. The bard begins to move around the room, playing requests for small groups. He serenades a pair of young lovers for a meager sum, and is then generously tipped for leading a group of blacksmiths in a raucous chorus of foul language aimed at the folks from the next town over. He approaches you. Well, 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 we do have here a most distinguished adventurer. No tawdry tale of insipid chivalry or brash tribalism will do. You, sir, merit a stirring ballad of bloodshed, heroism, and death. The bard sings for you the fable of the White Minotaur, a legendary beast who is master of both might and magic. Its power is such that it has felled every adventurer, bounty hunter, or treasure seeker it has ever crossed. At the close of his song, the bard leans in close to you and whispers, "The white minotaur is no myth. I met a man 2 nights ago who hunts the beast as if he were its long shadow. I'd wager that any adventurer would be interested in the tales he told me over supper. All yours for a small donation." I don't have any money. I like the look of you. Yes, I have 5 gold. Does 5 gold sound fair? Take it. The bard bestows upon you all the knowledge that he has gleaned about the white minotaur.
Another token brings you closer to your goals.
Okay, we're walking into an ambush. If we know it's there, it's not really an ambush, but oh well.
You may have to contend with every bandit in the kingdom before you reach the king.
Just 2 skulls. Skulls are easy. And we lose all our gold again from the curse. Draw 2, choose 1. We have a shield already, right? What's Helm of Reflection? I think we already have a good helm, though, too.
A strong left arm is as important as a strong right arm, after all.
Even more food, and some gold that we're gonna lose.
Head downwards, if you dare. On this floor, the King of Dust waits for you. He is prepared. Are you?
Let's head this way first. Ambush again.
What did you think would happen with a card called Ambush, eh?
Did it drop coin, or... Yes, it did, but I can't pick it up because he was the last one to die. Too bad. Frostfang, which I'm not going to use. I like the Scorching
sure
Zell.
That's the right approach.
Lots of money. Battle at Brooktop.
These places are rife with power. It is not chance that you should meet a warlock here.
A light draws you to a nearby hilltop, where you see a warlock disappear in a cloud of sulfur, leaving behind his summoned minions. That's a lot of dust.
6
Wow.
bandits to keep you on your toes.
Okay. Well, I want the token. Come on, I want the money. Get it. gold from that. This is a good helm. You gain you draw 2 gain cards.
More health to work with. Much good mate, do you?
Oh, that's... Oh, I should have gone the other side
so
first.
Foolish as to deliver themselves to the king.
It was a good run, too. We were doing so well, so I should have feared more. Oh, well. I should have been wearing my other helmet. That would have told me where the... Well, let me see things. Oh, well, never mind. It's done. The king is fierce in battle, but loyal to his troops. He can choose to heal them during battle. So we should go focus on the king, I guess?
Plunder the secrets of your memories. You'll gain new cards. Some you'll wish you'd left untouched.
Oh. Nope. Okay. There we go. That mask.
There are many who will be pleased that you have defeated the likes of my lesser king. As for me, I think you have but proven that I must defeat you entirely. A set of new trinkets for you. You will need them, and more.
Tavern Wager, new event. The next round of the DLC. Rat Cleaver. Now we can take those horrible ratmen hunting out of the deck. Next step of the Minotaur DLC. The Altar. Jack of Scales next.
Come once more to the game.
Okay, but I think I'm gonna take a break. So thank you for watching. I'm hoping that I'll be able to save this video and put it on YouTube. I'm not sure how that works. I'm eager to find out. Anyway, thank you.